Hey, how is everyone today? Up a little bit late tonight. Just got done making some rocket fuel pollen sub patties, so that's pretty interesting. Hey, say hey if you're here. Good to see you. I had some people commenting on some of my videos recently about what is rocket fuel, ? So evidently they don't either watch all my video all the way through or they haven't watched Ian Stepler's, but we're going to talk about a little bit of rocket fuel stuff that I did, and maybe give out the secret pollen patty recipe that I made. And I kind of have it where I can estimate how much I'm making based on the way I do it. So at any rate, I did drop the link and pin it, so if you want to come in, please feel free to join on in, because I don't like talking to chat box. But if you're not familiar with what I've been calling rocket fuel, is the only reason I call it rocket fuel is because that's what Ian Stepler calls it, rocket fuel. And it's this Apis Biologics. So the biocontrol is for mixing with your liquid feed, and this bioactivator is for mixing with your pollen sub, so for patties. So really, I may not have put enough of this. I might have needed, hey Mark, might have needed to put a little bit more of this in, but anyway, that's the product that Ian Stepler refers to as rocket fuel. So I figured, I don't know if I figured it out, but I basically made it by his, and I added a couple little extra things in it, like some Beekeeper's Choice supplement that I had, and also, of course, a little bit of peppermint oil on top of that. So that's some of the things I did. But essentially, using a Make, you guys know the Make Right buckets that you can get at Lowe's that are basically, it's a 5-gallon pail, but it's clear. And it's got I think it says Make Right on it, or Measure Right, or something like that on the side of it. But it measures in gallons and in liters. And what I do is I figured out that if I put dry pollen sub in, 1 gallon makes about 10 pounds. So, and that held true today. So 1 gallon of pollen sub, actually I made two gallons. So I made 20 pounds of, oh God, my nose is itching, 2 pounds of pollen patties. But I figured it out that if you put your pollen sub in level with 1 gallon, for every 1 gallon you put in there, makes about 10 pounds. So
So that's how I mixed it up today. I put 2 gallons. Of course, I used the straight sucrose, so I didn't add any water. I added no additional water. I just used the sucrose syrup, the pollen sub, the bioactivator, which this bioactivator bag will do a 50-pound bag of pollen sub. So obviously, well, I've taken some out of it. So there's still a good chunk here in the bottom to use. And mix that in. Made a real nice patty. After I mixed it up this afternoon, I just left it in the bucket in my kitchen and then separated it out a little while ago. So the actual separation of the pollen patties I made 25 basically 13 ounce, which is less than a pound, obviously, 13 ounce patties in the Ziploc bags, right? So I use a Ziploc bag. My thoughts are that it keeps them fresh, right? So hopefully I can control the access for the bees and limit the beetles' access to it. But on top of that, hopefully it retains the moisture a little bit better and doesn't dry out. Now, these shouldn't, because I used, other than using the sucrose syrup that I've got, obviously I told you I put in peppermint oil, right? So a little bit of peppermint oil, some Beekeeper's Choice, the Apis Biologics bioactivator, and then as per Ian Stepler's video, I used coconut oil and flaxseed oil. And so that's all it is pollen sub, oil, the sucrose. So didn't add any extra water. So the moisture should be limited. Hopefully the oils and stuff help to keep that patty from drying out. And, you know, it worked well. I mean, again, I used 2 gallons by the bucket, right? So of volume, and it made me 328 ounces, which is 20.5 pounds. So 20.5 pounds for 2 gallons. And that's about where it was. I actually weighed the big bags. I take the smaller bags and I put them in big gallon bags, but 20 pounds. So that seems to be pretty accurate, that if you use 1 gallon of pollen sub by the marker on that bucket, that you're going to get 10 pounds of pollen patties when you're done. So that worked out pretty well. Hey, so it's linked. The link is linked. So jump on in. It's just me hanging out. I just got done with that. And then, oh shoot, hold on. Let me fix my chair. It's too low. For some reason, my foot catches it and it drops me down. But, you know, I've been chopping trees down with the axe, so my hands are kind of messed up at the moment. But caught a swarm, chopped down a tree. Of course, the swarm was one of mine, so I can't really say anything about that. But it definitely was one of mine. And right now, it's in the house. It's staying right now, so we'll see. I've got the queen in there, but I've got the little entrance reducer down to queen excluder size, so hopefully she can't squeeze out. And put some syrup on it, so hopefully they'll drink that and fatten her up. And, you know, things are going all right. As far as the giveaway, I'm kind of going backwards, guys, on the sub count. So I actually lost subs and not gained. So where I only needed 10 to get there, now I need 14. So 4 people unsubscribed or whatever. It is what it is. But that's kind of where we're at now as far as the solar wax melter giveaway. Hopefully everybody knows that tomorrow night our live stream will be on. Yeah, probably did. You know, probably did. Tomorrow night our live stream is going to be on Lee's channel. So everybody, you know, seem to
like the fact that they can chat to each other and don't have to flop channels and all that. You know, so that's pretty good. As far as my actual YouTube, I'm not going to get a payout this month unless something drastic happens. It's estimating at $85 and I got to be at 100. So that's not going to probably happen this month. We'll have to wait another month for a payout. Yeah, I'd rather just be the one, DC. I appreciate it, man. But sometimes, you know, I don't have big YouTubers dropping my name and stuff like that to get me more subs. So it's all good. It's all good, man. We'll make it. I actually did go Uber the other night, and on Saturday night. Let me see. Oh, it probably won't show me, but yeah, it won't show me now. But I made Saturday night. I actually made $460 Uber Eats, so can't complain about that at all for one night's work. And you know, we just roll with the punches, do what we can do. I sent out a sign today, for Sean Boutres. I can never pronounce his last name. Boutres up to Michigan. So, you know, things are happening. They're just going slow. The bees seem to be doing all right. I put on the Bee Escape. I've never used a Bee Escape before. I put the Bee Escape on, I guess this is now 3 days, but I went in it yesterday. The top box still had some bees in it. So, don't know how long they're supposed to get out of there. They haven't gotten out of there yet. Not all of them. So we're trying to give them a chance. But definitely doing you commented on a gaming live and they liked your comment. Hey, man, it's all good, brother. You know, money's tight for everybody. I understand that. I definitely understand that. So don't worry about it. Things will happen here. So got a cheap plug. I actually follow a lot of like reaction channels. So I talk to, you know, in their chats every once in a while and see what's going on. But mainly I just wanted to stop in and talk about this biologics. You know, for me, obviously I trust Ian Stepler. He's got over 2,000 colonies. He knows what he's doing. And if he thinks this stuff's good, then I have no reason to doubt him. The only thing that kind of worries me is the problems that I have with hive beetles and pollen patties, right? So we'll see how that plays out. Right now, the colonies that I have are pretty strong, except for, of course, that little swarm that moved in that box. But you know, but other than that, they're doing good. So I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, try to get out there tomorrow if the weather's decent, and put what's it supposed to be. Let's check it. And put pollen patties on these colonies. Yeah, it's supposed to be partly cloudy with a high of 90 and a low of 73. So it looks like low for the whole week is 73 and in the 90s and high 80s. So here soon, I'm going to have to go back to Charlotte and get some more syrup and do that again. That's really been a blessing. I still have, well, I opened the one up to make the pollen sub, but I still have, I don't know, 3 more after that. So 30 more gallons I can make of syrup. But other than that, man, that's just been kind of the craziness that is. Hey, DC, I had that 5-gallon one, you know, where you flip it over and drill the holes in it. I've got one of those around here somewhere, and I was using it. But I found, for me personally, it's like I could never get it to seal right. Even, you know, I tried everything that I could think of, you know, to get it to seal right, and I just couldn't get it to do. But other people have great success with it, so I hope it works for you.
And I've tried 2 gallons, 5 gallons. I used Barnyard Bees video and made sure I was, drew the holes on the out or the inside so I could see where the mark was and everything. And you're up to 44, man. You're blowing it up. I've just been kind of stagnant on my sub count, so can't complain about it, man. Can't complain. It's been kind of normal, kind of just at the same amount for a long time. But again, I don't put out a lot of edited videos, so that would definitely help me start in the upward direction if I did more edited videos. But to be honest with you, it's just takes a lot of time, man. It takes a lot of time to get out there and film it and do what you got to do, and then come back in while you're soaking wet and edit video to get it posted. So, I understand some people like the live streams and like live. The only problem I have with my live streams outside is that the video sucks. I mean, I know that. You guys know that it's grainy and terrible half the time. So, you make them for your friends and family. Well, I mean, hey, if they're seeing them, my friends, my family, and most of my friends don't even watch my YouTube videos. When I say that, like close friends that I know, like on Facebook and stuff like that, my nephew and son and all them, they don't watch my videos. Man, what are you talking about? Beekeeping. We don't want anything to do with beekeeping. But, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, the editing is the biggest problem. And, lately it's just been a lot of rain. And when it's not raining, then I got to get out there and hustle and get stuff done, and don't have time to mess with it. So half your family's down in Texas. Well, we got 8 people on here. I know we got DC and we got Mark. I don't know who else we have, but if you're here, say hey. And if you want to join the chat, it's pinned. The link is pinned. Would love to have somebody come in and chat. Yeah, I've done the trucking thing, the over the road trucking. And I enjoyed it from the aspect of once you pick your load up and you're dispatched, really the company I worked for didn't bother with you as long as you were on time and everything was fine. But I'm probably going to be moving this out of here, this computer setup and everything out of here into this other bedroom over here. So you might see a change of scenery. I hope it'll be better than in here. But it's what I got right now. But yeah, so the Apis Biologics, right now I'm happy with it. I can't complain about it. And mover. Oh, so he's moving. Oh wow. Okay. I ran refrigerated trucks. So I did that for a while. The only problem is, you're gone, at least that company, you were gone 3 weeks and then home like 3 days. So when you get home, what are you doing? Grocery shopping for the house, getting your laundry done so you can go back on the on the road, so it's like you're always doing something towards work. But oh yeah, the mega movers. Yeah, I saw that. The big stuff, oversized stuff. But what's going on in you guys' beekeeping world? Wind tower sections. Wow. But I do have, I'm going to drop a link to my Etsy store just in case anybody wants to peek around, buy some honey, wants a laser item or whatever. Definitely can go in there and check it out. Oh, and that's the StreamYard link. Crap. Sorry, guys. Let me copy. I apologize.
But hey, use the StreamYard link. But that's, hey, how's it going? Oh yeah, we'll be on Lee's channel tomorrow. Oh, thanks, Ben. I appreciate you, bud. We're just chatting a little bit tonight, hanging out. I did a lot of work today, last couple days actually. Chopped down a tree, so even with leather gloves, guys, I blistered my hands all up. Just got to see bees for the first time the day before yesterday. Hey, Ray, good to see you, bud. Definitely, there's a lot of guys that'll be, we're going to be on Kodiak Farms channel tomorrow night for the live, but definitely going to have, a group of guys talking about bees and beekeeping. So if that's what interests you, please come on in. Maybe you can get into it one day and get started. We're just, it doesn't matter if you got one hive, no hives, or 1,000 hives. You can definitely come in and hang out with us. You ordered 2 queens. Where'd you end up ordering your queens from, DC? Half of me thought about doing it. I thought about ordering like a bunch of queens and just splitting every one of my colonies down. I thought about it, and right now I'm just, I don't know if I want to go in this late in the year for me. Old Soul apiaries, are they near you? I've got treatments in. I've hit them with Apivar, and I also hit them with OA. So, that one colony that absconded, it actually was doing good, and it, at least in my opinion, it looked good, and then it took off. So I don't know what happened over there. So, oh, cool. So you dropped the link for it. I'll have to check them out. I was ordering them out. I ordered out of California. I ordered them here locally. I tried to, I got some nukes and stuff this year, so I tried to diversify my my yard a little bit. Sorry, I'm stretching. My arms are all sore from chopping on that tree with the axe. Went old school on it. So, but yeah, definitely looking forward to tomorrow night on Lee's channel. And, we're going to keep it going, do everything we can to, help get the word out there and hopefully get some new beekeepers going and, chat with some beekeeping buds tomorrow night. And I think Stream Team will be back this week on Wednesday night. And, of course, Casey or Earl and Johnny Walker and Houston Shelton on Thursday night for Hillbilly Hives Live. I'm not sure what channel they're on this week. I forgot. But we'll make sure we know tomorrow and put that out. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to stop in. I appreciate you guys coming in for the last 23, 24 minutes. Oh, hadn't been in 2 years. I'm sure they were not happy. Were they upset when you went in there, Ray, after 2 years and not having an inspection on them? That's awesome. Ray, where are you located, brother? No stings. That's awesome. Depending where you're located, this time of year can be kind of iffy. You don't know from day to day how they're going to be. But, I've got some colonies. It depends if there's a little bit of a nectar flow, it's, they're good to go. But, in Virginia. Okay, cool. What part are you? Well, Earl is near, Earl is over near Kentucky, over that way. Clinchco, Haysi, Haysi.
is where he's at. Oh, if they're ready to swarm, hey, I would have asked the lady, hey, can I, this looks like it's getting ready to swarm. Can I take a split off of this colony? You're inspecting her colony. Take some of the frames and do a swap out. Get yourself a colony out of it. Oh, 5 hours away. Okay. Yeah, so you're probably on near the coast, right? Then, just guessing. I might have, yeah, man, you can get yourself some freebies if you got the stuff. Go over and say, hey, these are getting ready to swarm, so I'm going to reduce the population. Leave her the queen, obviously, but take the queen cells, and I would take the queen cells, frame of brood, frame of food, and then put in 2 extra things in there and get you a little colony going there. Give you something to play around with and see if you can grow them over the winter. That would have been a good thing. Heck, you could empty her swarm trap colony out and put that in a real box and then leave her colony up there to trap another swarm and just come and remove them. Just come and remove them from her for if she's really not out there working them anymore. Obviously, if it's been 2 years since she's been in them, I would have asked her, hey, what are you going to do with these extra bees? Because they're going to end up in your trees or in a box somewhere else. So if you want, I can go ahead and help you out with that and make the split. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got a buddy that happened to him. His father passed away, and his father was the beekeeper, and now he's trying to pick up. So this was his first year of doing it, and trying to help her out. I don't mind helping people out with their bees, but the problem is, if something happens to them, then they want to point the finger at you, and it could be something totally unrelated to what you've done to them, right? Well, I used to have bees until I had this guy come and work them a couple times. And that's cool. Maybe she'll get active on it and start doing it. Yeah, my buddy's bees were not nice. They hadn't been in probably a year, and they were pretty mad that we were getting in them. And we're just hanging out tonight, guys. If you're just joining us, oh yeah, you got to split that, bro. You got to split that. I would take those queen cells and pop them. Take that frame because that's going to have probably all stages of larva and brood on it. I would have took that and put it in a box, even if she was keeping them. Split it for her because they're going to swarm. It's just a matter of time on it, but I for sure would have done that. Even if she didn't want you to have them, if she just wanted to keep them, if she had the equipment. But at any rate, guys, I just wanted to hang out for a few minutes and talk about what is rocket fuel. It is kind of expensive. I mean, it depends how you look at it. This is $100 US, comes from Canada, right? $100 US. Shipped, but again, this bioactivation does a 50-pound bag of pollen sub, and this does 264 gallons. Hey, Steve, this does 264 gallons of 1-to-1. So, I mean, you can get a long use out of it, which is kind of what I'm going for on that. Which really, yeah, you got to put the money out up front, but. Oh, okay. So you didn't. This is what Ian Stepler, when he talked about his rocket fuel, this is the stuff he uses. So the biocontrol. Let me make sure I'm telling you right. Hold on. I don't have my glasses on, guys. The biocontrol is
is for mixing with your syrup, your feed, right? Your liquid feed. This is the biocontrol. This one pack will do 264 gallons of 1-to-1. So you got to kind of measure it out. Basically, I use 1 teaspoon of this and put it in a little mason jar with some warm water and shake it up, and then I mix it in with my syrup, just to hydrate it before I put it in and mix it. And then this one pack, this bioactivator, goes in your pollen sub for when you make your pollen patties, and it'll do a 50-pound bag. But you know, Man Lake's Ultra B only comes in 40-pound bags. So, hey Rodney, good to see you, brother. So this stuff looks like just a mixed up powder. So I put this in with my pollen sub and mixed it really well with when I made my patties today, trying to let y'all see that, what it looks like. And you know, we'll see how it goes. But I trust what Ian says on this. Whoop, and he calls it, this is what he refers to as rocket fuel. So that's what I've been calling it, rocket fuel. And some people had come on some videos and really didn't, they're like, rocket fuel, what are you talking about? And didn't know. So this is the, not really a smell to it, but this is the biocontrol that gets mixed into your liquid feed. This right here makes like almost a fluorescent yellow when you mix it in to the water and hydrate it before I mix it in with my syrup. So, but when you put it in your syrup, you can't see it at all. You just got to mix it up real good. Yeah, I don't want to drop that and get powder all on my keyboard and everywhere, you know, waste $100. So, trying to use it. Again, I'm going to have to go buy some more syrup here. I actually did some direct feeding right in the frame feeders in some colonies. Used a couple top hive feeders. All of my nukes got a jar on top of them. You know, so we're trying to implement that. Yeah, Ian's colonies, man. He had some bad luck earlier in the season, but every time I look, he pops a colony open, that thing is just slam full. So, so what's in it? Let's see. Probably a bunch of words that I cannot pronounce. All right, so the biocontrol that goes into liquid feed has aspartic acid, serine, glycine, histine, theranine, proline, tyrosine, valine. Man, I can't pronounce all these words. I better just let y'all read it. You probably can't read it. There's a bunch of different stuff. Let me see. I can't get into the camera. Can you read it? There you go. GABA. So aminobutyric acid. It's all stuff that comes naturally in floral nectar is what they say. What's the difference in pollen and 1-2-1 rocket fuel? Okay, so so this would actually get mixed in to your pollen supplement. Or not this one. This is the one that goes in your syrup, right? So this has the stuff that has, basically a powdered vitamin supplement with amino acids and stuff. And this has all the stuff that's naturally found in nectar. And Ian's been using it for 5 years, helping him develop this for 5 years. And he uses it. So, and this one, the one that goes in your pollen sub patty, has a lot of the same stuff, I think.
Looks all right. So this has vitamins that are water and lipid soluble. Carotenoid profile. Hemis. Man, it's got a bunch of scientific words. Hold on. Come on. You can do it, camera. Oh. All right, come on, camera. Come on, camera. Oh, I just don't want to do it, does it? They don't want to do it, guys. Let's see if I can. I don't know. It's got a bunch of stuff in it. No, they don't even look the same. So there's obviously, this has trace minerals in it too. So it definitely has some different stuff in it. And coenzyme, it has a coenzyme profile, enzyme profile. So that's like the stuff that they don't want you to see, right? Arginine, isoleucine. Here, I'll drop the link to it, guys. I mean, it's not like I'm getting paid or anything from it. I'll drop their link to this shop. Yeah, one is a 1-to-1 mix. They do. So I bought the bigger one for the pollen sub, and actually I think I bought the bigger one on both of them. Let's see. Shop. So they have a small biocontrol and a big biocontrol. So the biocontrol is the one that goes into your liquid feed, right? So they've got a $25 pack. Let's see how much it makes. It looks like it makes 200 liters. So 200. Let's see. 200 liters to gallons. 52 gallons for $27.95 Canadian. So that's like probably $25 US. So for $50, you could get the same bioactivation pack that I've got, and then the smaller pack of the biocontrol to do 50 gallons. So if you've only got a couple colonies, you can get the smaller pack for sure. It would work. Here, I can see. Where's Lee when you need him? Yeah, the small bag would be fine. Let's see. Share screen, Chrome tab. This one, share, and now I gotta come back to StreamYard. Hold on, add to stream. There you go, and you can do it like that. And looks like they got a video on here too. Right there.
anyway, there you go. That's what we got. We stopped sharing that. And yeah, so I mean, if 50 bucks US probably for the one for the pollen sub. But if you're just liquid feeding and not, or you buying pre-made pollen patties, then you know, you can definitely do it without buying that. And again, I don't make anything off of that, guys. I'm just showing you that I'm using it, and I'm using it pretty much because Ian Stepler's using it. Yeah, but you know what? I ordered it on their website, and it still came out of my bank account. I mean, they oh yeah, his colonies are massive. But he's gone ahead and like reduced the size. I mean, when I say size, not the colony size, but the box, you know, the hive size. He's reduced that down. But you know, I don't know, let's say it's 50. I got two computers here. 50 CAD to USD. $38 for the smaller ones plus shipping, obviously. So it'll still be around probably 50 bucks US by the time you ship it. And it comes in your mailbox. They just put it in an envelope and send it to you. Mark, that's a good question. I don't know what it's dry powder, so I don't know if it's got an expiration on it. I haven't paid that much attention. I don't see an expiration date on it. So I imagine I'll use this before it's gone. I mean, before it's expired. Oh yeah, so that's yeah. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. Is I'm just starting to try to ramp up for the fall, and I saw his video today where he says he's putting it on, he's feeding them to get them stimulated to make that brood, and then he's going to stop and let the fall flow plug the rest of his box out. So that's kind of why I went with it, guys. I mean, obviously the he's got to know what he's doing. I mean, that's all I can say. His total livelihood comes off of bees. He had tragedy in his bee yard this year. Very, very late, late spring, right? It was like May something, and they were still like snow and flooding and everything. So he's done really good with it. Now, I don't know that he has hive beetle issues, so I don't know, you know, with the pollen sub, how that's going to work. So I used the baggy method, and I'd like to say that I came up with it, but I didn't. I ripped it off. I ripped the baggy idea off of whom that fondant, Hive Alive fondant, how they put them in a plastic bag. I'm like, well, I could do that. I could put pollen patty in a baggie, you know, a Ziploc bag, and then I just score it and let the bees get to it. Yeah, so see, beetles could be an issue, but again, I added some extra stuff to my pollen sub, like the peppermint oil, a little bit of peppermint oil. It's got some spearmint. I actually put the Beekeeper's Choice that's got thymol, so it's got a lot of extra stuff in it, and the biocontrol. So we'll I'm sorry, bioactivator. One's biocontrol, one's bioactivator. So we're gonna see. I think it'll be good. You know, obviously, other than hive beetles, we have the same issues, right? We have, you know, DERS, we've got Varroa, we got everything else, but the hive beetles are the only thing that's really different. So we're going to try to get some fat bees, and, you know, we'll keep the, we'll keep the whole peppermint thing. I'll tell you what, the last baggie that I put on that did not have peppermint in it, it was just pollen sub, because if you remember when I did the peppermint experiment, I had pollen patties that had peppermint and some that didn't have peppermint. The ones that didn't have peppermint in them, man, it was a baggie full of hive beetle
larva is what it was. So I had pulled the whole baggie off, which really makes it easier to get rid of them because you can take the whole baggie out, right? And instead of having to scrape them and try to throw them out or put them in a bucket or whatever you're going to do with them. But it did make it easy. So the sandwich bag thing is for me with pollen patties works great. If you haven't tried that when you make your pollen sub and pollen patties up, give it a shot. You may not like it, but I use regular sandwich bags. I weigh the pollen sub out and then I dump it in the baggie and smash them flat and then zip it. And I'll zip it probably most of the way and then smash the rest of the air out and zip it the rest of the way. It makes it a lot easier for doing it. Oh, thanks, DC. I appreciate it, man. I'm in the same ball game that everybody else is with YouTube, just trying to get more subs, more exposure. Can you smoke it? Funny. I don't know. You try it. I'm not wasting it. I can smoke this, unfortunately. Oh, the end of the peppermint challenge. The peppermint challenge, the peppermint experiment, it actually did good. I can't complain. Now I will say that I haven't been as diligent putting them in as I probably should have been. However, compared to other years, my beetle count is a lot less in my colonies. So, I mean, we're still going to have beetles, guys. It's not a thing. It's not killing the beetles. It's supposed to deter them from coming in and running them out, right? So that's the idea. But you still get beetles because they're still going to come in. You just don't have as many, which makes it easier for the bees to manage. Now, I could still put Swiffers on and stuff like that, which I probably will. I'll probably still put Swiffers in later because I just want to eradicate them, as much as I can. But the main thing is, guys, do something, some people don't like to feed, don't like to treat, all that. I understand. That's your bees. You do what you want to do. But I have spent tons and tons of money on stuff, and I don't have the money to keep replenishing bees at this point in equipment and stuff. So I've got to make them live so I can split them and, play the numbers game, have a lot during the season. And then, they're going to shrink down, have to get combined. You're going to lose some and, try to keep my numbers up. So going into winter that they're in good shape. But at any rate, guys, we've been on here for 48 minutes and nobody joined me, but I do appreciate you guys in the chat for sure. DC, Galloway, Ben, Mark, all you guys, I appreciate you. We got 12 people in here now. Daisy, Steve. I keep calling you Daisy. I know your name's Steve, but everybody else knows you as Daisy. Rodney's in here, or was. So, I appreciate you guys. Ray, thanks for hanging out. And, definitely tomorrow night, guys, we're going to be over on Kodiak Farms channel. So if you're not on Kodiak Farms, if you haven't subscribed, go subscribe, please, so you can catch us. I will share it on my channel, like share it out, and then, to help notify people. But just to let you guys know that that's where we're going to be tomorrow. So come join us at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, whatever time that is Pacific, I think 5. And we'll love to see you. Anyway, guys, it's going on midnight here, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Thanks.